Hi, everyone. So let me ask you, what happens when five people in different places meet up online? I think the answer should be some very interesting conversation. So that's what I'm hoping for today. Most of you know who I am. I'm on this page because I am promoting my digital business. I've been a business owner for 5 years, and I like to do these little chit chat sessions. I don't want to call it an interview; it's more like a chit chat session. Connecting with different business owners from our business that are, I have never even met them personally. We're not even financially connected. I am going to be learning about them as much as you guys are at the same time. I've been in the business for 5 years, and I have met such amazing individuals because of this, in person and online as well. So this is my first time meeting Ariane, Sarasi, and Sam and Chipra. Let's get them to introduce themselves. I'm going to go in the alphabetic order now. So, Ariane, if you can go ahead and just introduce yourself, please. Thank you.
All right. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you're tuning in from. My name is Aryan, and I am currently living here in Windsor, Ontario, Canada, with my husband and two kids. So I used to be an SAP programmer. I was a software engineer back in Manila, Philippines, for 12 years. And then during the tail end of the pandemic, when we lost a loved one, that's when we realized that we wanted more in life. And so that's when we decided to come to Canada. So we're here, we've been here in Canada for 3 years, fairly new. Yeah, fairly new. We're still waiting for a permanent residency, actually.
Okay.
And so I've been working for as an IT analyst here for a year, and I think it was 3 months after I got settled. That's when I found out about this business. So I saw it in an ad on Instagram, and I fell in love with it because I was actually looking for a business that I could do, let's say, because I only had 1 to 3 hours in a day because I was so exhausted. When I came here as a student, I juggled multiple jobs as well. So I started as a cleaner, move-in coordinator, concierge, and then that's when that's when I became an IT analyst after. So ever since I saw this business, I fell in love with it. I registered right away, and then the rest is history.
That's
That's my
amazing. So
background.
you're very new, yeah.
Yeah.
Just add another 20 to how long you've been here, and that's how that's how long I've been. All right. So if I go alphabetically, it's Sam and Shipra next. So it's Sam, SAM, and it's Sarasi after. So go on, Sam.
Okay, so I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Um, I was born and raised in Winnipeg, so I'm not an immigrant per se. I'm a network engineer, so I play with routers, firewalls, all that sort of stuff. I've been doing that for about I started as a call center person where you call in for tech support. It's like, hi, my internet's down. So, and then I kind of worked my way up into a network engineer. So it'll be 25 years this summer.
Wow.
So, but it's very stressful, very, very, very stressful. Like, I mean, I'll work all day, come home, sleep, and sometimes I'll work all night. Then that same thing. So it's like Arian knows exactly what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Probably, yeah.
I
Like, so, I mean, I'm definitely not as young as I used to be, but I need to. So I need to find something else, right? Because retirement's 4 or 5 years away. So I need to find something. Either I want to enjoy life. I don't want to go into retirement saying, "Oh no, I have a bunch of debt. What am I going to do?" I don't
Yeah.
want to be one of those.
Yeah.
So then we saw the ad. Actually, Shipper saw the ad, and I'm a very critical person. I'm a very I very skeptical person. As an IT person, you're very ingrained in doing that, right? Like you look for a problem.
Yeah.
So Shipra hounded me for a couple of months until I looked at it, and then I researched it, and then we kind of registered. So
That's
that's pretty much my story in a nutshell.
how long have you guys been doing this?
We started mid-January, so
Now, this year.
yeah, this year. So it's only
Right.
been 3 or 4 months.
So let's hear from Shipra as well. Shipra, what do you have to share and how you convinced?
My name is Shipra and I live in Winnipeg, Manitoba, and I work in the finance field. And I was like, one day I was just exploring the Facebook, and I came across the ad, and then it looked interesting to me. Then I talked with my husband, and but he was a little bit skeptical.
Yeah.
Well, yes, and then but we did some more research. It took us a couple of months to like then we did research, and then then it looked good to us. Then we registered.
Yeah, that's so good. Thank you so much for sharing that. And Sarsi, can you share about yourself as well, please?
Yes, oh my God. I'm so excited as well as nervous, Coach Tehmina, because as I said, I'm seeing you on big screen and now I'm live having this chat with you. I'm so excited. Anyway, my name is Sarsi. I'm originally from Sri Lanka. Um, I live in UK. It's already midnight here,
I
but I'm
know.
so excited. I can't. I don't think I will sleep tonight. So I've been in UK for 6 years, 6 years, and my background is nursing. Uh, I had promotions and promotions, but still I was living paycheck to paycheck. And I have
Yeah.
4-year-old son. I didn't know he's growing up and he's kind of like started demanding things. Okay, I want this, I want that, and
Yeah.
then I didn't know how I will fulfill his demands, as well as I have my parents back in my country to look after.
Yeah.
I didn't see any future in my full-time job. I didn't see anywhere I can care for my son or my parents back home. So that's why
Yeah.
I was keep on searching work from home, online business, and I saw my mentors at. I didn't even see the full ad. I just clicked the learn more, and I don't even remember what happened. Everything happened quickly, and I watched the free webinar, paid 149, watched the pre-coaching videos, and booked the coaching call. It's like everything happened quickly, and boom, I'm in the business. I'm doing this business nearly a year now, and I've loved every bit of it.
All of you guys are from like different, like Ariane's been doing it for 2, you've been doing it for a year, and then Sam and Shipra are very, very new. And
Yeah.
especially coming from like an IT background, Sam, and also the fact that, like the wife saw the ad and kind of got it to you, and you've been in Canada a long time, and being like you're more aware of the fact that there are a lot of scams going on as well. How did you guys manage to realize that okay, this is legit, and you decided like what kind of, because you said you guys did your own research. What kind of research did you do, if you can share that,
So like first we were skeptical, but then they told us that you received T4A. Like then because since I'm like in the finance field, and I know that like T4A, no company will the scammers won't provide you T4,
Absolutely.
right?
Yeah.
But it is taxable, and you can also like write off your expenses. So and then they send us the picture of their T4A. So then we realize that like it is like legit,
Yeah.
and like something that we can like interesting and we can explore.
Yeah, and that's one of the things we always say, like it is tax registered, and you do get a T4A. T4A, for those that are not from Canada, they'll wonder what it is. It's basically like your tax, the company that sends, for the income that you make, you actually get a T4A, like your commission income. So in the US you get a 1099. And I'm not sure about UK, but that's what you get in Canada. You get a T4A. So Ariane, you're from an IT background as well. Did you explore any other kind of online things, or this was like your first time that you came across it and you jumped onto it? Or were you like, did you try your hand at other things as well?
I did actually. So when I came here, I actually wrote an ebook because
Okay.
I saw that can publish a book online, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's fairly easy with Amazon.
Okay.
But the thing is, you also have to market it
Yeah.
so that you have, a lot of people would see your book and then they would download or buy it, and then you'd have like some commission from that, right?
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work. I see that it's a lot of work, and it's not just one book that you have to write just so for you to be successful in that.
Yeah.
So I figured I have to find more ways, and so I tried, googling a lot of things. I saw a lot, but then of course, as an IT professional, you also have to look at it as if this is for the long term.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't want to be like trying this out. I only have 1 to 3 hours in a day. I don't want to be trying a lot of things, and then my focus is, I'm everywhere. So,
Yeah.
yeah, that thing. So it's difficult.
I think the difference is people have to realize this also is the difference is giving little time and having more income potential
Yes.
versus giving a lot of time and having little income potential.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? That is the main thing. So if you have something which has got high ticket sales items, you do less work, but you can make way more.
Yeah.
And that is what you want, because you want to take control of your time. You don't want to get out from the frying pan into the fire where you've got a boss on your head who's dictating how much you get paid or how many hours you work and whether you can take time off and things like that, or the company dictating it, so to speak. I don't want to make bosses bad, because my boss was like my friend. But on the other hand, when you become a business owner, when you have a business, you don't want a business to take over your life. In a restaurant, for example, you could have a restaurant. You could be even a woman. I always use this example because a lot of people that are connected with me are women. Having your own like a home salon or spa, you have to give it the time. You have to spend the whole day, servicing your clients to make that income. So you really don't have control of your own time. So having something like this where I'm able to travel wherever I want and still have my business running. Like today, I was telling you guys, I went for a doctor's appointment and everything. It's a 30-minute drive from where I live, to Niagara Falls. And I had a call on the way. A lead called me and I was talking to him on the call. So that's how, it's like your life goes on along with this business, right? So you make the most of both. So Sarsi, coming from medical, like from nursing, were you not overwhelmed with this, like how am I going to be able to do this? Like what was going through your mind, and what convinced you that, okay, let me do this? Like, did you know about the support, or was that what helped you? Like, can you talk about that?
Well, the best thing in this business was my mentor, because she's Sri Lankan and she's from UK and she's a nurse as well. So I wasn't skeptical at all. And when I see the post of testimonials, I was like overjoyed. Okay, one day I'm going to be like this. So best thing is for as Ariane said, is the training. So I have to spend like minimum 2 hours a day. And you don't have to spend it at a stretch. You can use the pocket of times. So that's one thing which was really helpful for me to run this business, the flexibility of the training, and it's bite-sized video-based training.
Yeah,
I could do whenever my son having his naps, whenever I'm on my break, whenever I wake up in the morning, I'm having my morning tea and I'm looking at the trainings. So that's really amazing, because this platform it's planned for working parents like us, not only working parents, anyone who's working full-time can easily run this business. I wasn't overwhelmed. Only the fact that I didn't have any marketing or business experience previously, but when I go through the training, I get to know the things, and I use the training as a guide, and then did my own research. I'm doing YouTube research, and there's a lot of mindset trainings, and I'm using that to search YouTube to do mindset training. So a lot of things are there, and I wasn't overwhelmed initially a bit, but when I do the training, it gets more interesting and interesting.
And since you've joined till now, the training has evolved too, right? Because we changed the training in October.
Yeah.
So now the training is way more streamlined than when I had started. But even when you talk about those 2 hours, that's only in the beginning. Like consistently now, it's been a year for you. It's not like you're doing 2 hours of training now. It's in the beginning, right?
Yes.
So just to clarify that, so if anybody is curious about starting, it's only in the beginning when, anything new, whenever you start anything new, there is a learning curve. I always tell people, even if you want to go get a job at a coffee shop, you're not just going to walk in and start making coffee and start serving the customers, right? It's there is going to be a learning curve, especially if you've never worked in a coffee shop. You don't know what you're supposed to do. But if you're working in one chain and now you go to another, say a privately owned coffee shop, everybody runs things differently. So there is always going to be a learning curve. But our thing is, the beauty of our business is because, like Sarsi said, it is so flexible and you are your own boss. When people ask me, how much time do I need to give the business? I said, it's literally up to you. How much time do you want to give to the business, right? So that's how it would go. Yeah. So with you and Shipra, Sam, how do you guys do the business? Like, are you both going through the training together, or how are you, how are you guys going through this as a couple?
So in the beginning, it was primarily me, right? But it's a joint effort. So we're kind of both doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're still trying to get our groove going, right? Because it's only been a few months. So we're still trying to put things together, right? There's different things. Like, I mean, the training is fantastic. Like,
Yeah.
I'm an IT guy, and I've learned a lot, even from like some of the stuff I knew already just because of experience. But I have no true business background, but I mean, yeah, the training's fantastic.
Yeah.
Even for like someone who is tech savvy is still going to learn. Let's put it
Yeah.
that way.
Yeah.
But we kind of split it. But yeah, we're trying to figure out basically what our groove is.
Yeah.
But yeah, we've learned a lot, and like we'll say, okay, let's go to the park. And now whenever we go somewhere, I'm like, this would make a really good picture. This would make. I've started thinking like that now. And then we have a cute little doggy, so we get
Uh-huh.
and stuff like that. But
That should be your subject, like make him your brand, like your doggy.
yeah,
That's what happens a lot of times. Like, I have mentees who have their kids, like all the kids' videos all the time. So people start identifying that, oh, she has a younger son or whatever, right? So yours could be the same.
Yeah, ours actually on our Facebook business page, it has a picture of me, picture of Shipra, and then another circle for a little doggy.
That's cute. But yeah, like this afternoon when I was driving, it's a beautiful drive and I was going to Niagara Falls. So I have my phone on its own, like a holder, and I literally was taking videos while I'm driving, like just turning it on, like I'm not looking at it, and just got so many different videos. And the funny thing is, before I started this business, I did not know how to take a selfie. And even now, I'm not the best. Like if I have an event, if I go to an event, I'll actually be immersed in the event, talking to people, meeting people. I forget to take videos. I'm the worst. So I have another friend of mine who's generally like, who'll be there, one of my mentees, and I'll be like, okay, you make sure you take my video, or, like you make sure I go and get an interview. So I literally have to do that. It's just it's a different thing for me. Like I'm still learning to do that part of it, right? And learning never ends. It's always, you're always learning and growing. So I don't want to make this very long, but I am going to ask each one of you, and let's start with Ariane. Tell me one thing that you absolutely love about this business that has really helped you in some way or the other.
What I truly love about this business is the community support.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you start a business, it's so easy to quit, especially if you don't get results in the beginning. And when you are as I mentioned earlier, tried to venture into different other things, it's so hard to look into the internet and see which ones are real. Like a lot of information is confusing online, and you don't know which one is real, true, authentic, or whatnot, right? And then when I came in this business, I was warmly welcomed by a community, and it was so fantastic. Like I really felt it. And I guess it's the culture, right? It's the culture of the community that we've built here. You can ask anyone, from the community. If you get stuck in the business, you can ask. You have a lot of resources in your hands. You have the training site. You have a personal mentor. You have a coach and other coaches as well that you can approach and learn from. And it's a lot of things, but I'm really enjoying it because everything that I've learned so far is like you can see it. You can see that I'm improving, because if you see my go lives, I was a very shy person before. Like, literally, I don't know how to talk in front of the camera and these things, and then how to approach people as well. I was shy to approach coaches, to approach, mentors, different people, especially that we are global. But now I can easily do this. And I'm so proud of myself. Yeah. And I'm really very proud of the community that we've built here.
You should be. You should be. That's
full
great.
of amazing people.
And that's one of the first answers I always get. Always. I know it's going to be community, and I know which are the other ones if they say something different. So what about you, Sarasi? Let's go with you.
Actually, Ariane stole my point. Anyway, I have another one.
I'm telling you, I know. Hands down, community is the one thing.
Yeah.
But yes. Okay, so let's go with the second thing that you think is the top one.
Is the mindset training I received from the training.
Okay.
That was fantastic, which led me to find more on my own. I did my own research for now I'm doing meditation in the morning. I changed whole my morning routine and evening routine. I'm doing meditation. I'm doing affirmation. I'm doing mind movie. I got lots of things because of this training. And the Sarasi who was there 11 months ago is vanished. Now it's a new Sarasi.
That's so good.
Example, yesterday my son broke my tripod. If it's all Sarasi, I will cry, I will get stressed, I will maybe tell something to him. But yesterday I didn't do anything. I was like, okay, that's good. I all anyway needed a new tripod. So
There you
suppose it's
go.
broken.
Absolutely.
I
That's
can't believe
amazing.
myself. So
Yeah,
mindset
that's
is the
amazing.
second best thing.
Yeah. For me too, this business, I always knew about making a vision board, and I kind of knew about, those kind of things, but I had never actually done them till I started the business.
That's
And then
true.
since then, I've learned so much. I used to do manifestation before. I didn't know that was called manifestation. I used
Yeah.
to do this since I was much younger. I
Mhm.
didn't know, and now I realize what manifestation is, and just I've always had a positive mindset, but with this business, it's 10x now. Like
Yeah.
literally, I'm like that. The worst thing can happen to me, and I'll be like, oh, great, that's an opportunity. Like maybe something better is going to come from it, right?
That's true.
So yeah, thank you so much for sharing that. And what about you guys? I gave you so much time to think, Sam and Shipra. Now go on.
Oh, everything I thought, either Arian said it, because I was going to be like community support,
Yeah,
then mindset, like I guess motivation,
yeah,
right? Like I mean, I can go into like the chat program flock, or I can reach out to pretty much anybody, and the motivation. Like I come home, I'm exhausted, right? And then there's so much. Again, it comes down to like all the like the masterminds and the daily drop-ins, all
yeah,
that sort of stuff. I mean, like it's hard to say which one I like the best,
yeah,
because I think it's such a good package,
yeah,
for the amount that you pay to get in and everything. You can't compare it to anything else. Like I've tried investing in crypto and all that, and I just get burned by everything.
yeah.
So to find this and this kind of support, it's legit. So it's a lot more the motivation, I guess you could say.
I always tell people whenever I'm talking to leads or somebody who's paid the 149, I tell them, I said, because they all want to know, when will I start making the income or what? I said, see, at the end of the day, it's a business, right? It can take some time. Some people do it sooner than the others. Each person has different. Like if somebody opens a store, and it's even if it's a chain or whatever, how soon do they know the next customer is going to walk in? They cannot predict that, right? They cannot know how much what their first month revenue is going to be, or how soon they're going to start making profit. The thing what I like about our business, I said, even if at the end of the day you make zero money from this business for whatever reason, like you either decide not to do it, whatever reason, which I hopefully people don't do that, but they don't quit. But even if it takes you 6 months, I said at the end of the day you're still not going to be a loser, because you get access to lifetime like the training. That training is something that is transferable to other aspects of your life, right? You can apply that training to so many other things, and also just being part of the community, the mindset, the way your personality will change. I said within a month or two you'll be a completely different person if you just become a part of such a positive and amazing community. One of the top things that which you guys didn't mention, which Sarasi kind of said earlier, was the training as well. Training is what a lot of people say, that community and training, these are the two things. And I'm so glad you guys talked about mindset and motivation, because I think that is an amazing thing. Many a times when we are doing things, yeah, we do it for the money, but you don't have peace of mind.
No,
And that is the main thing. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have peace of mind and you're not happy, that's not going to give you any joy, having all the money in the world, right? And you don't have time to enjoy it either. So having that right balance and having a business like this, which really stresses a lot on being positive and motivating us all the time, it's such a blessing. Thank you so much for spending your Friday evening with me. And, Sarsi, thank you so much. I so appreciate it. I know it's really late in the night and you stayed up for me. I so appreciate that. And it was amazing talking to you guys. I'm so happy that, I got to share about you guys on my page. And and have an amazing weekend, and happy Mother's Day to
Happy
all the
Mother's
moms.
Day.
Yes, yes. So have a good weekend. Okay. Take care, guys. And I'm going
You
to
too. Thank you.
bye.
Take care. Bye.
Thanks, Tamina. Thanks, everybody.